what's going on, guys? It is Raj here, and sorry I have not recorded, I guess you could say, a normal video, apart from that Star Wars one that you guys hopefully just saw in a little while. And as you guys may notice, today, excuse me, is Tuesday, but as you guys know, there are some exceptions to my YouTube schedule rule. So today I am going to be uploading 2 videos, and I'm going to show you right now that I have a few videos up. So I uploaded 3 videos yesterday, so this will make it 5, since I'm going to be uploading hopefully 2 today on my channel, because today is the 27th. But yeah, anyways though, let's get straight to the iOS beta. So this part was actually interesting, and one other thing I wanted to show you guys here is that apparently when I get the cell service here, because it does say that it's connected up to Wi-Fi, so I'm going to show you guys this on the webcam here. So let me just unhook my phone here from my computer, and let me just get onto OBS here so I can show you guys. Okay, so yeah, let me just make sure that I'm pointing at the camera. So anyways, if you guys can see there, it says 5GE. So I'm not sure if this is a software thing or if AT&T upgraded their sort of, I guess you could say, cellular connection. I'm guessing they upgraded their cellular connection, that's probably why, but I'm going to hold it there close to the camera for a few more seconds so you guys can see it there. Alright, I'm going to now set it down here. I'm going to plug it back in. Let me just get my cable here. My dock connector is also what it's called in the software. Alright, and it is going to be back up and running. Alright, here we go. Let's just X out of iTunes and all that other stuff. Let's see, let's quit that. Okay, let's also reconnect it to the Wi-Fi network here. There we go. Alright, but yeah, anyways, as I was saying, the update here as well, so it's called, apparently, this is the surprising part, it's called iOS 13.1 Developer Beta 1. So iOS 13.0 apparently, I guess, is done with its beta stages, meaning that Beta 8 was most likely the last beta of iOS 13. So it's actually done ahead of schedule, and as you can see there, this was a screenshot that I shot today. That was the storage for this update, so it came in at around 440.1 megabytes, so quite a substantial update. And also, as you can see there, the 5GE badge appeared there as well. So apparently I now have 5GE in my area, so I guess that's kind of nice to have maybe a very, very minimal increase in cell speeds, but I still will take it. So I think I need to actually install this when this is not plugged in, so I'm going to just real quickly install this here, because apparently it does not let me install it when the dock connector is plugged in. So you guys obviously saw the screen there go black for a second, or not go black, but it like shrink and just be this like black little card. Now you guys will see it when it reboots. At least I think so. Or you guys might see the verifying update screen. I'm not entirely sure what you guys will see, but as we speak right now, the phone is going to go through its reboot staging here. So it's just verifying the update right now. Obviously, you guys still can't see it because it is not projecting the image right now, so we're just waiting on it here to reboot itself. And yeah, as you can see there, the phone did shut down, so now we are just waiting on it to come back up. So it should be a relatively quick process, I would think, because I'm just going to stay throughout the process here. But basically, I also have a few other cool videos planned for you guys as well. That also has to do with like gaming on my phone as well, for this game called Asphalt 9 Legends. I actually have been recently playing that game, and I actually thoroughly enjoy it. It's a racing game, so I will be playing that game most likely in some just gaming videos. And also, let me know in the comments below, guys, if you guys want to see those videos with face cam or without face cam, because it's all going to be shot on my phone, obviously. And also, as you can see there, it is updating. But yeah, so let me know though if you want to see it with face cam or without face cam, because I can do either or. But having it without face cam is going to be easier, just because then I don't have to plug it into my MacBook. Because actually, that's how I do it. Is I do it like how I do this. I basically just plug it into my MacBook and add on face cam with OBS. So that's the program I use. So yeah, that's basically what I do. Let's see. Oh, that's actually useful. I didn't know that you could do that before. You could just hit the stop recording button right there. I don't even have to go into the full program. That's so cool. That's a useful tip to know. Well, you learn something new every day, don't you? That's the one thing I learned today that's new. But yeah, we're just currently still waiting on that here. So anyways, while we wait, I'm going to introduce some ideas to you guys in terms of, well, actually, you know what, I just did that. I just said some YouTube video ideas, at least for that new series, because I'm planning to turn that Asphalt 9 Legends video into a series. So if you guys want to see that, please let me know, because it is a very, very fun game, and I highly recommend it, especially if you have an iPhone, like a very high-end iPhone. The graphics are just amazing, honestly. Now, if you have an older iPhone, it still will work, but the game might not be as responsive, like say if you have an iPhone 6 or something. But the only condition, though, is that the device has to be on iOS 9.0 or higher. So you can still theoretically play it on something maybe as old as like an iPod Touch, like 5th generation or something, and even I think below that, but you have to be on iOS 9.0 or higher to play it. Otherwise, unfortunately, I mean, you're kind of out of luck. So yeah, that's really the only limitation in terms of that game, but other than that, I mean, it's a really, really fun game. I thoroughly enjoy it on my iPhone 10, and even on, like, I think newer phones and all of that, so on the newer iPhones, it's even more enjoyable, just because the graphics are, I'd say, like, what, maybe a million times better than on the iPhone 10s and the iPhone 8s, because it has a newer CPU architecture, so. But yeah, we are just waiting on this right here. And it's not only the CPU architecture, by the way, it's the GPU architecture as well. So the GPU is also more powerful than the iPhone 10s and the iPhone 8s. But yeah, that's obviously what mainly drives it is the GPU architecture. The CPU architecture also helps a little bit with the A12 Bionic being 7 nanometers versus 10 for the A11. But really, it's about the GPU. So the GPU is a lot better on the A12 than in the A11. But don't get me wrong, the A11's GPU and even CPU power is still quite up there. So that's pretty cool to see. But yeah, we are still just waiting on the update here. It may take a little bit longer than I was expecting. So just to save you guys time and not bore you guys, I'm probably just going to cut the video here, and I'm going to just come back when it is done. It's about a quarter of the way done now, so I should be back relatively soon. So I'll see you guys in just 1 second. Okay guys, so looks like it is now just about finishing up here. We're just waiting on it to go that just tiny little sliver. And obviously, as you can see here, it is back up on screen, meaning that it is basically done at this point. So we are just waiting on it to fully reboot itself. But yeah, so next video, by the way, that's obviously, you guys know what it's going to be. It's going to be the WatchOS 6 Beta 9 video. That I'm actually probably going to shoot on the same day as I'm shooting this. So on Tuesday, the 27th of August. Obviously, you guys hopefully will see that date on the video in the description. If not, well then, just know that it may be like a day later or something. It just depends on when I actually get to upload it. But I should be able to upload it, though, on time, because with iOS videos, they're not that hard to upload. Now, see, a different thing can be said about the WatchOS videos, because there's been some update issues I've had with those. But I think that Apple might have fixed it by now. It kind of is seeming like they've fixed that, so thank you, Apple. But yeah, so we're still just currently waiting on this. It's probably going to take maybe another few more minutes or so. But yeah, so that's while we're doing that, I do actually also, in this video, well, do I want to show this to you guys just yet? You know what, I might actually show it to you in a different video, but I'm going to sort of tease it a little bit in this one. So let me just go on to Panzoid here, where I create my intros and outros. Now this, obviously, this is not it. I'm going to go to my profile here. I'm also going to here just put it in a small little window here. So as you can see, we are currently on Gen 12. But I have Gen 13 done, I have Gen 14 done, and I have Gen 15 done. So I'm about 3 intros and outros ahead of, basically, what we are on right now. So I'm going to just slightly tease one of my newer like outro designs. It's going to be like somewhat small so that you guys obviously can't really see it that well, because I don't want you guys to see it completely just yet. So this is what it is. Okay, looks like we're booted back up, so that's all I'm going to show you guys right now, because I only wanted to tease it, so that's all I'm going to show you guys for right now. But yeah, looks like we are booted up and we are back online, so now let's unlock the phone. Let's see, if I type in, okay, so it still does that with the keyboard, which is nice. It still masks the passcode, which is awesome. Meaning that I don't have to add on any special blurs, like I used to in the past. So it looks like we are back in the phone again, which is awesome. Now, let's go... Oh, wait, okay, here. Looks like there is some apps that need to be, I guess, re-downloaded. It might just have to do with the faster boot-up times, maybe. Maybe they're sort of, I guess you could say, calibrated now to boot up way faster. So that's kind of cool. By the way, this was the game I was talking about here, Asphalt 9. It's quite nice, honestly. But yeah, I'm going to install, or at least reinstall all of these apps here. Because apparently they have faster boot up times now, so that's quite nice. Okay, let's see, is that everything? I believe that that's everything. Yeah. And then there is a few more apps in here, I believe. Yeah. That's all of them. Okay, so then now, I think we have, like, what? How many updates? Or, well, are these updates, actually? Yeah, these are updates, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no. They're not updates. They have to be reinstalled. And I have updates on top of that. Okay, beautiful. So, anyways, let's go to settings here. So, if we go to General, Software Update, as you can see, it does say iOS 13.1. And now let's go to the About page here. So, the actual thing here... I'm going to have to blur out my serial number, but I'm not going to be on this for too long. So the actual build number here is 17A58221E. So yeah, that's that. And if we look here, also here, I'm going to show you guys the battery life my phone has been getting, especially in like last beta. So for last beta, I'd say that my battery life has been pretty decent. It's been, on average, about 7 hours, almost 8 hours of screen on time, so, I mean, I'm not complaining. That's, I'd say pretty good for me. But yeah, so that's that. Now let's test one more thing. Let's test, shortcuts here, and I'm also gonna, run through the, the developer notes as well. So looks like this shortcut does work, so that's great news. Let's consistently test it. Okay, that was successful. That was not successful. Successful. Not successful. So really it's more or less repeating a similar pattern, so you have to wait a little bit before you actually reactivate this shortcut, just because it does actually take up some memory. Because it's processing lots of information. Let's see if they fix this. They have not. Okay. And also one other thing that's back here is automation. So that's actually quite nice. And it looks like I have this back as well. So yeah, as you guys may know, automation was a feature that Apple introduced into Siri shortcuts, but then took away in one of the iOS 13 betas. So this will not ship with 13.0. This will ship with 13.1. So just FYI, for those people who are thinking that automation is a 13.0 feature, it's not. It is going to be with 13.1. And if we go here, let's go to, let's see here, where is the feedback app? You know what, I can also just do this because I'm lazy. Let's just go here. Okay, now let's authenticate with Face ID, and let's go through the developer notes, if it's here. Yeah, here they are. So then, let's see here. So it looks like, yeah, so watchOS, tvOS, and iOS was released today. Even macOS was as well. But, I mean, again, I don't have the macOS beta, and obviously, as you guys can see that here, but, and I'm not going to run it either, just because I've heard that it's somewhat bad, so. And it says here, warning, if your watch is running watchOS 6 beta, you must update to watchOS 6 Beta 2 or later before updating to iOS 13 Beta 7 or later, otherwise your watch will no longer be able to connect to your phone. Remember that warning, guys, because Apple is serious about that. If you guys are not on the right betas, get on the right betas. Because if your, if your watch can't connect to your phone, well, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. So, be sure you follow this warning, read it thoroughly. I'll keep it on screen for a few more seconds here, so that you guys can have time to actually read it, because I read it pretty fast. So, okay, now I'm going to take that off screen. I'll probably come back to it as well, say if you guys did miss it, or if you did miss it, feel free to rewind the video and pause it and read it. So now, as you can see here, general known issues of this have been snapshots for apps that use Metal might have unexpected appearance in the app switcher, so that's one known issue. It looks like here some new features are voice processing can now be, hang on a second, sorry about that. I'm going to mute my texts real quickly, because I forgot to do that, so I'm just going to turn on that. Okay, anyways though, what I was saying is that, basically it says here video processing mode can now be enabled, AV audio engine, so that's, I guess, some sort of new feature. And it says new AV audio mode types can be used to wrap a user-defined block for sending or receiving data in real time. Okay, so this is just talking about audio mainly. I'm not going to go into the specifics of this, but I do want to also show you guys one other new feature as well with the volume HUD, so I'm going to have to show you guys that as well, which, by the way, yeah, it does not show still on here. Okay, so I'm going to have to disconnect my phone and show you guys over the face camera. So let's see here. So for audio sharing, it says here, basically, I guess that there's still, I guess it's a new feature. So it says audio sharing is compatible with AirPods first generation or later and Powerbeats Pro, iPhone 8 or later, iPad Pro 12.9-inch, second generation or later, iPad Pro 11-inch, iPad Pro 10.5-inch, and iPad 5th generation, or later, iPad Air 3rd generation, iPad Mini, iPad 5th generation, or iPod Touch 7th generation or later is required. So basically, all of your Bluetooth 5.0 devices are compatible with this. And then there's just more nonsense here. So for the Find My app, some known issues are when performing an action in Find My that generates an email, you might see reference to Find My Friends and Find My iPhone apps. So I guess that's still an issue that has not been fixed. So health, resolved issues, health and activity features continue working if you set your, I'm not going to go into that, because I'm a guy, so I'm not going to read further into that. But anyways, known issues for iCloud have been, after updating to iOS 13 Beta 6 or later, iCloud Drive might synchronize for an extended period of time. If you notice any missing files, they can be found in a recovered files folder under on my iPhone/iPad within the Files app. Okay, that's useful to know. When creating a new Pages, Numbers, or Keynote document in a shared folder, you might see the message couldn't connect to your iCloud. A workaround for that is to close and reopen the document. So for mail now, it says here new features: ignore block senders can now be enabled in settings, and then into mail obviously. The block contacts list is shared with messages, FaceTime, and iPhone. So that's been around actually, so that's not really a new feature, but they're still calling it that. So, and it looks like here with notes, some resolved issues we're using in search in notes no longer produces unexpected results. And it also says if you select colored drawing strokes with the lasso tool, then you can rotate your device to landscape mode and the strokes no longer revert to black. So now that is fixed, so that's pretty nice. So with Pencil Kit now on the iPads, some resolved issues are if your app links Pencil Kit and its development target to iOS 13.1 or later, you can now submit it to the App Store, so that's pretty cool. Reality Kit, it says here known issues: the camera feed will remain visible at the base of objects loaded from a reality file when in AR view. So this really just goes into some augmented reality stuff. And then some issues with screen time, some known ones at least. If you enable share across devices, screen time settings don't sync with iCloud until your iOS device is restarted. Any edits you make to your screen time settings on your device before restarting are lost. And it says here, for serious and known issues are, basically it says right here, the support on device recognition properly returns false first time it's accessed. After a few seconds accessing returns the correct value. And then it just goes into like serious shortcuts here and saying that basically some shortcuts from like iOS 12 don't work on iOS 13, which I also have some experience with. And a workaround for that is to disable iCloud sync between devices running iOS and iPadOS 13 and devices running iOS 12. And there's just some tweaks to Swift UI. It's nothing really that important to you guys. It will be to developers, but not to you guys, which you guys are just like the general public, obviously. So it won't be important to you guys. Let's see here. And it's not really important to me either. I don't really read into the developer's code, but I mean, I sometimes do, so even though I'm not a developer. Anyways, also here's some issues with some third-party apps. So it says here some known issues. You might be unable to stream to a Chromecast device, so that's still an issue. That has not been fixed. Let's see here. What is this? Oh, okay, these are just some small things here. And it says voice analytics here, some known issues. The voice analytics is currently available when using server-based speech recognition. Okay. And then with the Apple Watch, some known issues or complications might disappear from the Apple Watch after updating to iOS 13 if your watch isn't running watchOS 6 beta. So be sure that it's, say, if you have an Apple Watch and if you have an iPhone, then be sure that like both of them are, say, if you have the beta of iOS 13 on your iPhone, be sure that you also have watchOS 6 beta on your watch as well. Now I know to some people that, oh, they don't want to run the betas on their watch as well, but trust me, it's not that bad. I mean, even on my Apple Watch, I have it as well. I have the betas running on it, and to be fair, I mean, it still works very, very well. My Apple Watch, in fact, has been a lot faster than it's ever been, so that's actually quite nice. Anyways, that is all of the developer notes, and as you can see there, I have a lot of apps that have to reinstall themselves because of the 2 times like faster app relaunching that Apple claims, and so far, actually, that claim is actually held up. Apple is actually right about the 2 times faster launches, because as you can see right here, the whole UI itself like is very, very responsive. I'm not having any slowdowns here, and yeah, it basically launches almost instantly, which is quite nice. Even the App Store as well. Let's just see that one more time. Yeah, that's instant. Settings, instant. Calendar, instant. Calculator, instant, ready to go. Camera, instant, ready to go. And if I clear the app switcher here, let's go to, oh, I don't know, let's go to the watch thing here, instant, ready to go. Activity, took a second there, but it's ready to go. Let's go to, let's not go to messages and Instagram and Snapchat, let's not go to those. Let's go to YouTube Studio. It was pretty quick to boot up there. Took a little bit, but it still did its job. And looks like Social Blade did the same thing. Let's go on to Safari. good. Let's go on to, oh wait, that's, okay, that's waiting, that's right. Let's go on to, what's another app I can try out with this? Let's go on to the live counter for Social Blade. By the way, that was my Apple channel if you want to go subscribe. This is just sort of a live subscriber counter, but yeah, that's my Apple channel if you want to go subscribe, what am I saying? This is the, Fortnite gaming channel that I have. It's called Fortnite Gaming Remastered if you want to go subscribe to that as well. Me and my friend run the channel. It's kind of dead right now, but we're planning to bring it back again, hopefully soon. You know who you are, my friend that's like basically helping me run this if you're watching this. But yeah, so I'm gonna now anyways, because I need to show you guys one more new feature. So I'm gonna unhook this real quickly and I'm gonna go get my AirPods because I want to show you guys one cool new feature. So, I, as you can see, have my AirPods 2 right here with the wireless charging case. So now, let me show you guys what happens when I connect it to my phone and I basically try to use the volume HUD. So I'm going to quickly switch over here to my screen recording. If that doesn't work, then there'll just be a small cut in the video. So it'll be just 1 second. Okay guys, so now I am on the screen recorder here. So as you can see here, the volume HUD is working, so that's beautiful. Now, if we connect the AirPods here, let's just connect these. Okay, perfect. That's at 100%. It looks like the actual menu here is not popping up. I'm not sure why. Let's see, are the AirPods themselves connected? No, they're not. That's why. That would make total sense. So let's, okay, looks like they disappeared there for a second, so let's get them back. Oh, you know what? I know why. It's because I don't have one in my ear. So let's just do that. There we go. Now we should be connected via the AirPods. Looks like it's thinking. So I'll give it a second to think. Okay, anytime would be great. In fact, now would be great. Let's see, let's connect to the... Are we connected? Yep, we are connected. Perfect. And so now, as you can see here, apparently it's saying that this is an AirPlay device, but really it's not. So I think that this feature is actually somewhat bugged because it should show an AirPods logo right there. So let me just try this one more time. Let's close the AirPods case. Let's open it. Let's put the same AirPods ear. Let's actually, in fact, put both AirPods in my ears. Yeah, it's still showing as an AirPlay device, which is kind of weird. And it's trying to connect, it looks like. Okay, now it's connected. Now let's try this one more time. Yeah, it's still saying it's AirPlay. So let me try one more thing here. Let me see if I can fix this. Let's hit forget this device. Yeah, let's see, let's try this. Let's try resetting the AirPods and seeing if maybe that will make a difference. Okay, oh, oops, I almost dropped my phone off the table there. And I hope you guys can hear me okay, and that the volume is not too low. But I am just going to quickly reconnect the AirPods here. Let's just go into this, pairing menu, connect. Alright, that is done. Quick and easy for the repairing process. Alright, it is registering it as headphones, but here it's still registering it as AirPlay, so yeah, that's most likely a bug, because it should be showing the AirPods logo when really it is not. So for me, I'm guessing it's just bugged, but you guys should see that floating around at least. So yep, that is a issue that I'm probably going to report to Apple, because that is definitely not normal. But that's whatever. So, yeah, anyways, that is, the feature. If you guys, wanted to know, that is what the new features look like. If you enjoyed, today's video, please be sure to leave a like, also comment, and, subscribe. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
And sorry guys, this is a quick little side note, but apparently when I'm not screen recording, it actually decided to work. So as you can see there, it is a nice little AirPods logo that pops up right there for the volume HUD. So for some odd reason, it actually registers as AirPlay when I am screen recording. So that is an obvious bug. So I should probably report that to Apple. Anyways, I will catch you guys in the next video. So peace out now.